everyone, it's Mary Beth from MBGray Designs. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do some coasters. So I'm excited about these. I just got them. I actually saw Beth from Resin Mess Express use these coasters. There's something on here. I think it's plastic wrap and I don't know what else. Anyway, here's what they are. They have kind of like this diamond edge. They're a nice size. I really like them. I'm going to have to clean. I don't know what's in them. I just took them out of the package, so who knows. Anyway, there's 4 of them here. So that's what we're going to do. And what I'd like to do is have kind of a sea turtle theme. So I want to show you these UV DTF stickers I got. So aren't they pretty? They're called like watercolor sea turtles. So they have kind of that watercolor effect in the background on some of them. They're really pretty though, and beautiful blues and greens. So the 4 we're going to use today, we're going to use these 3 and then this one right here. I don't have my scissors over here. So this one right here and these 3. Those are going to go on our coasters and then we'll top coat, but that'll be obviously later. So let me get that out of the way. And the colors we're going to use, hopefully will go really well with that, is Cerulean Blue by Mateo, the Blue Epoxy Resin by Let's Resin. I love this color. And then the Bahava Blue by Dianka Pours. So we're going to marble with these 3 colors in our coasters. So I'm thinking, you know, I don't know how much. I should probably, I think what I am going to do, I actually am going to do this even though I'm kind of lazy. I'm going to measure one of them because I'm thinking 3.5 ounces probably. But I need to know because I want to leave enough room to do a top coat. Wait a minute. Let me think about this. Let me think about this for a moment. Will it matter? Because what I'm thinking is I'm going to make the bottom, instead of this being the top, this would be the bottom, and then we'll put our stickers and then top coat. Yeah, I think we'll be fine doing that. Okay, yeah, let me measure and figure that out. I am going to be using the Let's Resin Epoxy, just the 1-to-1, part A and part B today. And I'll be using probably my Let's Resin large mixer today, is what I'm thinking. But let me go measure. I'll get my resin going and then we'll be back. Okay, I measured it. It's about 3.5 ounces. So what we're going to do is do probably around 3-ish or a little bit more ounces in each coaster. I'm mixing up 14 ounces. It may be too much, but that's okay. All right, so I'm going to take my mica powder and just put it in my cup. That should be good. Take a little bit of alcohol. I hope these colors will work with, I think they will with the turtles. I'm putting enough alcohol in here just to dissolve it, not much more. Just enough to dissolve that powder. That's all I'm doing there. That way, when we pour the resin in my cup, it's already mixed up and we won't have any unmixed mica powder. So anyways, yeah, I think these colors should look nice with those stickers. I hope so. I guess we'll see, right? But I think these will be fun summer coasters, right? Sea turtles, why not? Yeah. I think it's going to be kind of cool. Ooh, this Mateo Cerulean Blue is very, very pretty. Very, very nice. All right, let's mix that up. When I pour the resin in my cups, that's when I'll add my pigment paste. So I obviously won't do anything with that quite yet. I've got to get my resin through about 6 or 7 cycles is usually what I do. This, the Let's Resin large mixer runs 40-second cycles. So that's what I do, about 6 of them, 7 of them, roughly right around there. Just so it's about 5-ish minutes or so, you know. And then make sure, I always get my stick out so I don't forget, when you take it off the mixer, mix it with a stick, scrape your sides and the bottom because your mixer can't scrape sides and bottoms. You know what I mean? So I'll do that. I'll get my resin put together and in the bubble remover, and then we'll be back to pour. Okay, I just poured my resin in to my mica powder, so I thought I'd come back and show you the beautiful colors. I still need to put it through the bubble remover, and then I'm also going to add the paste to the resin, so we'll do that really quick. But this right here is the Bahava Blue. Now, it doesn't take a lot of mixing because remember we dissolved the mica powder, so we're just mixing the resin through the mica powder mixture. That's all. And look at how gorgeous that is. Okay, and then we've got our cerulean blue. Same thing, not a lot of mixing, just incorporating the mica powder that we dissolved. That's it. So pretty. Beautiful color. All right, let me set those two aside. Now we've got clear, and we're going to put in this Let's Resin Blue Epoxy pigment paste. And that should be good. Let's see what this looks like. And you really want to make sure you get your pigment paste stirred in really, really well. So stir, 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 stir. I think this blue color, this pigment paste is really pretty. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let me get my stick out. I think that's mixed well. All right, so I am going to take these and put all three of them in. I can fit 3 cups in my bubble remover, so I'll take all 3 of these. I do have 2 ounces of just clear, so I'll put that through the bubble remover after I get these done, and then we will be back to pour. Okay, we are ready to pour. Here is the blue pigment paste. Here's the Bahava blue, and then here's the Mateo Celestial blue. Celeste blue, whatever it's called. All right, so I was thinking, how do I want to pour it? You know, I'm trying to, do I just want to puddle in the middle? Or, you know, what do I want to do? Do I want to, and I think what I'm going to do is take, yeah, it probably won't work that way. I was going to take the paste and just go around the side and then puddle the micas in the middle. But if I do that, I think the paste is just going to roll in the, I think we're just going to go do like a puddle pour. So we'll start with the paste. Then we'll do some mica. I think this is what this is called. I don't know what it's technically called. That's what I'm calling it. I'm just puddling it in the middle. Who knows? Ooh. And we'll just kind of go back and forth between the colors, the different shades of blue, and see what happens here. Ooh, it is pretty. Oh my gosh, I am not going to have enough for 4 of these, and we only may be able to make 2. All right, I think I can leave the rest. Oh gosh, did I dome that? I need to do a top coat. What am I doing? Hold on. I think I'm pretty close to domed. I'm not quite domed, so hopefully there's enough room for a top coat. All right, let's do the next one without doing quite as much as I did. Okay, there is the paste, the light mica, the light blue, I should say, and then the Bahava blue. Ooh, so pretty. Golly, that blue paste, I think, is just gorgeous. Okay, I think I'll leave it at that. All right, let me clean my glove real quick. Get these moved to the side. Sorry, I have a mess on my hands. I can't take that. I got to get it cleaned really quick. Okay. Let's slide these over. That's cool looking, right? Ooh, so pretty. Oh, I didn't even go around with the dotting tool. I didn't do anything. I mean, what are you doing, Mary Beth? Kind of losing my mind. So I may need to watch for bubbles, use a lighter or some alcohol. I'm watching them. All right. Let's do this one right here. Just want to get around the sides really well. May have gotten a little too much. All right. Here we go. Let's go with the blue. And then the light blue, kind of doing the same pattern or trying here. Finish most of that one off. Okay, that one's good. All right. So I think what I'm going to do, the fourth one's going to be different. So there's going to be 3 in a set. We're just having fun. I think what I'm going to do for the fourth one is we're going to use, instead of putting color in the clear, we are going to pour the clear in the middle and see what happens. That has also gone through the bubble remover, so it is ready. What I'm probably going to have to do, oops, wrong alcohol, is we'll start with the paste again, like so. I feel like, let me move some things around. Let me just move this a little bit over here. I feel like this is a little uneven, it looks like. I don't know why. Okay. And then I'm going to scrape out the light blue mica in the middle. So we'll kind of have the same thing, but we're going to have this clear also to see what happens, just kind of as an experiment here. Okay, then we're going to do our darker mica, the Bahava blue, right down the middle there. This is going to be pretty too, I can tell, I think. These colors, oh my gosh, so pretty. This is exactly what I wanted to do when I got the turtle stickers. I had it in my head. And then I'm going to do the rest of the paste real quick. Get that in the middle. Okay. And now, let me get my spatula out of the way here. Clean this off a little bit first real quick. And now I'm going to pour the clear right down the middle and see what happens. This might be kind of cool looking. I don't know. Okay. Ooh, that one might be really neat. It's not going to go with the other 3. That's okay. That's okay. We can have a unique one-off coaster, right? There's no rules here, right? There's no rules. All right. So we're going to let these cure up. I am going to watch for bubbles, kind of babysit for a little bit, and then I'll probably turn my heat mat on. I am glad we had enough to at least make all 4 coasters. They're just not going to be identical. I think that's okay. I just have some drippings. I'm just going to put it in my hand mold. There's just a little bit of clear left in here. So we'll put it in the hand mold, and then we'll be back to put our stickers on and do a top coat. Okay, we are ready to put our cute little turtle stickers on our coasters. Would you like to see them? So they're pretty much cured. for the most part. So they're looking good. We don't know what the other side looks like, but this is going to be our front. And I think they look really pretty. This is the one where we used the clear. That one turned out really cool too. So for the one that we used, the little unique one, I'm going to pick out which one. I kind of think I want that one because that shell is a little bit darker than these two and even that one. Okay, so he's going to go on there, and then we'll just put the rest. I think that's kind of all the same. Okay, cool. Cool. So here's how we do this. So I just cut around the image, you know, like that. And remember, there's a back and there's a front. So we're going to pull the backing off just like so. I'm going to stand up so I can try to be center here. And then, yeah, just place it down where you want it. Just gently rub it down like so. It's kind of like a Cricut transfer, if you've ever worked with any of those. And then we're going to just pull the top part off. There was a little piece that didn't come off, so I'm pushing it back down. Let me see that. Okay, it's off now. All right, cool. Oh, look how cute. Got a couple little bubbles. Ooh, my resin's still kind of sticky. I hope it's okay. Oh, that is so cute. Is that not cute? I hope I can fit a top coat on here while it's still in the mold. So I'm going to go ahead and just do these other three exactly the same way. I'll put you in a fast forward.
Say something like you love me and make my day, like you always do, like you always do. Hold my hand and look me in the eyes so
Okay, we got them all on. I gotta say something. So my coasters are still a little warm. They came off the heat mat. I would advise wait till they're completely cooled down. I don't think UV DTF stickers like the heat. And the only reason I think that is they feel stickier. They don't feel like they normally feel. And when one part came up, it was hard to get it back down. It was just different to work with. And I learned from Michelle from Glitz and Glitter. She said one time she put when she used UV DTF, she put it on the heat mat to cure, and it wrinkled up and ruined the sticker. So I don't think they like heat. So yeah. So we're just gonna go for it. I have a couple bubbles, but it's kind of hard to get them out because I can take normally I would take my X-Acto knife and slice it and then rub the air out, but I can't even rub. It's very sticky now all of a sudden, which is very unusual. And the only thing I can think of is, yeah, so I'm not going to mess with it. The only thing I can think of is it's because my coasters were warm from the heat mat. So I would wait for them to cool off. That's what I would do because I've never had this issue before. All right, I'm going to mix up some tabletop epoxy, not very much at all, maybe a ½ ounce for each coaster. I don't even think it will take that. Just a very little bit for each coaster, but I'll probably make up 2 ounces just to be safe. And I'm going to put a little bit of crushed crystal in, and then we'll be back to pour it. Okay, got the resin mixed up. Thought I'd bring you back while I put the crushed crystal in real quick. So very little bit, okay? That's it. That may be, I probably didn't even need that much, honestly. And I mixed it for 6 minutes on my handheld, whatever, mixer stand thingy majigger. But I'm still going to scrape the sides really, really good. And I'm going to scrape the bottom. I got to stir in the crushed crystal anyway, so I'm going to make sure and do that just as a double check to make sure part A and B are incorporated very, very well. So super important step right here is always mixing your resin a little bit more after you're done using your electric mixers, because they can't get the sides and the bottoms real well, All right, let's take a look at this. Yeah, there's quite a bit of crushed crystal in there. I could have probably put less, but I think we'll be okay. It's just going to be okay. It's okay that there's bubbles in the stickers. Oh, I should have waited. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, they were warm. That's okay. I still think they'll hopefully turn out cute. I guess we'll find out soon. All right, let's start with these. I'm probably going to have to slide those over. So we will just go ahead and, I can't take the bubbles. I'm going to, oh, my blade came out. Oh, no. Oh, why? Why does this have to happen right now? On my X-Acto knife. Okay, we're good now. It just got loose. Okay. I am going to slice a little bit and hope for the best here that it kind of gets rid of at least some of these bigger bubbles that I'm seeing. That's a little better. Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, and by the way, yeah, I should have probably only made up 2 ounces, but I made up 3 because, it's me, and I always make up way too much, too much more than I need. But I always worry, what if I didn't make up enough? All right, let's let this kind of roll around. See, I might need more on this one, because I want to get it all the way to the ends here, or the edges rather. And then I want to make sure we're domed in the mold, since this is the top of the coaster. So we do need more in this one. That should be good. Over on this side. I mean, it should self-level out anyway, but I'm just kind of helping it. You can use like a popsicle stick or something too and just move it around, which I probably will. Use my stick. Well, I'll get a clean one. Just kind of make sure it's all the way to the edges, like that. Okay. Again, just double checking. Yeah, maybe I needed more than I thought. This can actually use a little bit more. All right, that should be good. Definitely. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, that one is done. And I'm definitely going to have to watch for bubbles. Because I didn't put this... I have a bubble remover, not a vacuum chamber. And it's not easy to put high viscosity resin through that. So... All right. Oh my God. Am I going to have to make more? I might have to make more. This is craziness. It's taken more than I thought. So like I said, I made up 3 ounces. I probably should have made up 4. I don't know. We'll see. This one looks good, I think. Let me just get it pushed to the edges here. Okay, yeah. That one looks good. Nice. I think it's just kind of double checking, making sure it's all the way. to the edge. Beautiful. This is the unique one. I think that might end up being my favorite one. I don't know. And I'm not going to put these on the heat mat. Definitely can see the crushed crystal. Again, I probably put a little bit too much crushed crystal. I still think they look good, but I could have used less. Live and learn. So always be careful with that stuff because it turns into a lot. Okay, let's get this cutie going. And hope we have enough for the last one because I really don't want to have to mix up any more resin. Just gonna roll it around, kind of helping it. And then we'll just make sure it's pushed all the way to the edge here. Okay. Sometimes it's hard to tell. All right. I'm just going down and taking a look. That looks pretty good, I think. I think it does. Okay. And then our last one, and I've got just less than an ounce. I think if I scrape, I think we're going to be just fine. I am going to scrape out this. There we go. I'm just looking at the other ones, make sure they don't need a little drip or two. I don't think so. Okay. All right, let's kind of help it a little bit here. Just hope this gets domed. I don't know why I'm having a hard time telling. I don't know. Okay, let me take my stick and just make sure we're at the edge. See down here, I need a little. Yeah, I think they look good. What do you think? Might be a little bit too much crystal, but other than that, they look good. But you know what? It can be bubbles in the ocean, right? These are sea turtles. So I think we're okay. All right. Well, like I said, I am going to babysit these for a while and just watch for bubbles as this degasses, you know, since it is tabletop. And we'll let it cure up. And then, I mean, we'll come back for a final reveal. I don't think I'll do anything. I may have to slightly sand if there's any sharp edges. So we'll unmold together in a little bit. Okay, we are ready to demold these now. I'm hoping they're okay. Let's see. Hopefully they're domed okay. There's the other side. So I am glad we went with the side that we went with. That's pretty good. Oh, that's so cute. What do you think? There's that one. Like I said, it's not a big reveal, but might have to sand just a little bit on parts of it. Oh, super cute. What do you think? This is that, well, we'll save that one for last. So here's this one. These three are all kind of very similar. This one's probably domed the best so far. That one looks good. Little bit of sand right there. Sanding is all that needs. Very cute. And then this is the one that we did with the clear, where we added that clear. I think this one might be my favorite. Oh, that is cool. It does need to be sanded a little bit on these edges. But I've got the Resin Restore, so that'll be nice. These look good. What do you think? They're a really nice size. I mean, they're good size coasters. So that's nice. Oh, I love them. So I still think they kind of all go together. This one's just a little bit different. Huh. Let me see this on white. Yeah, super cute. Okay, well, I'm going to have to sand some of the edges down. I don't think I'll be doing anything like putting, I mean, you know me, I probably, I really do want to put rhinestones around them, but I don't think I'm gonna. I don't even think I'm gonna take, you know what, I might take a marker around the edge, but I don't know. I don't think I want to. Honestly, I don't think I want to. I just kind of like them the way they are. So I think I'm going to end the video. So stay tuned for the pictures. I will sand and put Resin Restore on them where necessary. But thank you so much for your time today. I hope you enjoyed the project. I think they turned out really cute. Yeah, these turtles are so pretty. The watercolor turtles. They look really good on the coasters. So stay tuned for the pictures, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would love to have you. It would mean very much to me. And thank you to all of those who are subscribed. I appreciate it so much. All right, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks. Bye-bye.